Good morning everyone, I am Junji Racho. I'm the first reporter. Our topic for today is all about biogeochemical cycles. So what is biogeochemical cycle? The biogeochemical cycle refers to the natural process by which elements such as carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus move through living organisms at the atmosphere, oceans, and the Earth's crust, sustaining life and maintaining ecological balance. The term biogeochemical is derived from bio, meaning biosphere. Biosphere means dyan as the region on above and below the Earth's surface where life exists. Geo meaning geological components, and chemical meaning the elements that move through a cycle. So amunin mga gaseous cycle include na dirian nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, and water. Madiscuss ra ininan ako mga kaiban. The Earth obtains energy from the sun which is radiated back at the heat. Rest all other elements are present in a closed system. The major elements include carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur. So these elements are recycled through the biotic and abiotic components of the ecosystem. The atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere are the abiotic components of the ecosystem. Thanks for listening. That's all for my part.
Good morning everyone, I'm the reporter of the two cycles, which is the gaseous cycles and the sedimentary cycles. So gaseous cycles, in this cycle the hydrosphere and the atmosphere serves as the nutrients of reservoir. So in a cycle is paspas. So due to uniform distribution of nutrients, so amo dyan siya paspas siya, tapos carbon, sulfur, and hydrogen and oxygen are the most prevalent elements in living things. Ini sila na elements which is dry sila gaseous cycle. So, sedimentary cycle. Kung ang gaseous cycle is nutrients, nag-serve siya sa nutrients to reservoir, and sedimentary sub is reservoir to nutrients. So, ano may dyan sa sedimentary? So, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, and sulfur have any sila ng mga elements is dyan sedimentary cycle. So, sedimentary cycle is the earth sediment serves as reservoir for nutrients in this cycle due to the elements becoming trapped in the reservoir. So, ano nga ba ang kaibahan ng gaseous to sediment? So, ang gaseous is nutrients, nag-serve siya sa nutrients to reservoir, while the sediment is reservoir to nutrients.
Good day everyone, my name is Janinji Blancada and I'm the next reporter. So continuation, my topic is all about the water cycle and nitrogen cycle. What is water cycle? The water cycle is the process when the water is recycled over and over again. Water moves from land to the sky and back again. There are 4 stages of water cycle. First, evaporation. Second, condensation. Third, precipitation. Fourth, collection. First, evaporation takes place. This is when the sun heats the water on the land in lake, river, and seas. The water is turned into a gas called water vapor. The water vapor rises into the sky. Second, condensation. This is when the water vapor in air cools down. It changes into small drops of water. This forms clouds. Clouds consist of millions of droplets of water. Next, precipitation. When the cloud becomes too heavy and it cannot hold any more water inside, it bursts open to give out rain, hail, or snow. When the water falls as rain, hail, or snow, it collected in lakes, river, and seas. This is water cycle is.
Carbon cycle. It is one of the biogeochemical cycles in which carbon is exchanged among the biosphere, geosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere and pedosphere. All green plants use carbon dioxide and sunlight for photosynthesis. Carbon is those stored in the plant. The green plants, when dead, are buried into soil that gets converted into fossil fuels made from carbon. These fossil fuels, when burnt, release carbon dioxide into atmosphere. See, as you can see, the picture shows the example of carbon cycle. So, carbon cycle is nature's way of reusing carbon atoms, which travel from the atmosphere into organisms in the earth and then back into the atmosphere over and over again. Most carbon is stored in rocks and sediments, while the rest is stored in the ocean, atmosphere, and living organism. So, that's all for my part. Thank you.
What is nitrogen cycle? Is the process by which the nitrogen converts into the nitrogen compounds through the atmosphere, soil, and organism. Nitrogen in the atmosphere falls to the earth by precipitation such as rain or snow. Once in the soil and find his way to the bacteria on the roots of plants. At the roots, the nitrogen combined with hydrogen to make ammonia in the process called nitrogen fixation. Ammonia is also supplied to the plants in the form of fertilizer in the process of nitrification. The nitrogen is formed called nitrites and nitrates. At this point, the plant can absorb the nitrogen in the process called assimilation. They release the nitrogen to the atmosphere in the process called denitrifying. The nitrogen return to the atmosphere. And that's all for the nitrogen cycle. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Crystalline Marie Paredes. So, continuation about our topic. So, my assigned topic is all about oxygen cycle. Let me discuss the importance, or we need to know the oxygen cycle. Okay. So, as we all know, the air is a mixture of gases. The air in the atmosphere is composed of different gases, namely nitrogen, there are 78%, and the oxygen there are 21%, argon and other trace gases there are 1%. So, according to the Earth's history, oxygen gas was first introduced by cyanobacteria through the process of photosynthesis. Earlier, around 4.6 billion years ago, there was no life on planet Earth because the atmosphere was devoid of oxygen. Later, there was a gradual increase in the oxygen levels, and by the Carboniferous period around 299 million years ago, oxygen reached the levels that were similar to today's estimates. So today, oxygen is freely available in the air and also dissolved in water. It is the second most abundant gas present in the atmosphere and also the most common element of the human body. It plays an essential role in most life forms on Earth and also serves as an essential element in biomolecules like proteins and nucleic acid. Oxygen cycles, these biogeochemical cycles move through the atmosphere, the lithosphere, and the biosphere. Oxygen is an abundant element on our Earth. It is found in the elemental form in the atmosphere to the extent of 21%. So now, what is oxygen cycles? So, oxygen cycles is released by the plants during photosynthesis. Humans and other animals inhale the oxygen, exhale carbon dioxide, which is again taken up by the plants. They utilize this carbon dioxide and photosynthesis to produce oxygen, and the cycle continues. So now I have here a picture. Look at this picture. The oxygen cycle picture. So, di ba dry ato atmosphere? Kung may ato atmosphere, ang mga plants or animals dili makaginhawa. So, dry sab ato carbon dioxide. So, mo-produce sab siya ng oxygen para makaginhawa ang mga plants and mga animals. Kay kung waya ang atmosphere, waya sab ato oxygen. Dili kita makaginawa.
I'm Princess Neres Solapas. Continuation sa report ng Biogeochemical cycle. Phosphorus cycle. In this biogeochemical cycle, ang phosphorus move through the hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere. Ang hydrosphere ang total amount ng water. Include na dyan ang water, ice, groundwater, sa non-water vapor. Ang lithosphere ang solid outer part ng Earth. Include na ang mantle, mantle crust, sa ang top portion ng upper mantle. Then ang biosphere amo dyan where ang life nag-exist, all the ecosystem. Ang phosphorus makuha sa mga withering rocks. Ano mga withering rocks? Amo dyan ang mga bato na magkagagmay. Ang mga rocks that are break down into small pieces. Tungod sa pag-uyan sa pagguho ng lupa, ang phosphorus ma-washed away pasingod sa lupa sa tubig or dagat. Ang mga tanom sa hadyop, makakuha sila ng phosphorus gikan sa lupa sa tubig or dagat. Ang mga microorganisms like bacteria, protozoa, algae, sa fungi, nagkinahanglan sab sila ng phosphorus para sila masulig. So kung mga matay ang mga tanom sa mga hadyop, ma-decompose dyan sila. And then, ang ilang mga phosphorus kaya magpabilin ra sa lupa. Sa lupa or dagat, which is, again, makonsumed na sa dyan ng plants, makuha na sa ng plants and other animals, and then, ang cycle mag-continue na sab. So, balik na sab, kay nag-cycle man. So, di ba, kay nakuan man ang kabala ang phosphorus, so nagpabilin naman sa lupa or sa tubig, then ma-absorb ato ng mga plants. And ang mga plants sad kay kaunon man sila ng mga animals, ma-absorb sad ng mga animals. So kung mga matay aton mga animals, so ma-decompose na sad aton animals, and also kung napatay ang plants, ma-decompose na sad, magpabilin na sad gihapon ng phosphorus, ma-absorb na sad ng water ng mga lupa, and then pag human ma-absorb na sad, so balik-balik ra nag-cycle ra bali. So ang phosphorus cycle. Sulfur cycle. This biogeochemical cycle move ini pasingod sa mga bato, sa mga tubig, sa living system. So ang sulfur is na-release siya na nagikan sa atmosphere by the weathering of rocks, and ma-convert siya into sulfates. So, these sulfates are taken up by the microorganisms and plants and converted into organic forms. So, ini na sulfates makuha ng mga microorganisms atong mga fungi, algae, makuha sa din ng plants, and ma-convert ini into organic forms. And ang mga organic sulfur, mahurot ini siya ng mga animals kay ila dyan pagkanon. Sanan kung ang animals mapatay and then ma-decompose, ang sulfur is mabalik ragapon sa lupa, which is makuha na sa ng mga plants, sanan makaon na sa ng mga microbes, then mag-cycle na sa, so balik-balik ragapon, magpadadyon ragapon ang cycle.